Okay, so we're back with another video on Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and yeah, you kind of read the description right in the title, man. I think we finally got it understood how this game actually plays. We actually found some extra information on the Steam page, and was actually able to look back at some trailers and actually see how to break some things down with this game to finally understand. Of course, also, we're going to be getting gameplay this weekend on Sunday because they're actually going to be featuring Bleach, and we should actually be getting some gameplay. I'm going to talk more about that, man, but we're basically going to talk about the mechanics and also, you know, what we could possibly see from this new gameplay that we'll be seeing on Sunday, man. But today's anime question is going to be, how do you feel about the Konpaku mechanic of Bleach Rebirth of Soul? Do you like the idea that different amounts of Konpaku can be knocked down depending on the strength of the ability, man? Let me know how I actually feel about that, man, but make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell if this is something you think you might be interested in. We're going to be covering this game up until it releases, man, so make sure y'all subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing more things about anime games in general, make sure to go join the Discord. It'll be pinned in the description, man. But let's go ahead and look at this, man. So first, when we look at Twitter, man, we're looking at the official Bleach page here right now. And basically what it's saying right here, you can see right here, on September 8th at 7 p.m., that's 7 p.m., it says right here, we'll bring you gameplay footage from the latest home video game, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and this will be on the YouTube channel. So we will actually be following this channel. Let me actually go ahead and go subscribe to them right now. Oh, this is Shonen Jump Official. Okay, we're already there, bro. So it's going to be on the Shonen Jump Official channel right here, at Jump Channel, and they'll be showing this at 7 p.m. on Sunday, man. So, you know, we'll definitely be covering this, and we can see that even, you know, the author is actually going to be there. So this is actually kind of crazy. So this is the main information as far as this goes. Make sure y'all stay tuned. You will be seeing some stuff on Sunday. What I'm thinking, like I said, they are doing this also to kind of promote the 1,000-Year Blood War Core 3. As we know, that 1,000-Year Blood War is going to be like broadcast in 4 split cores. So this is like the core right before the last one, I believe, the conclusion of the 1,000-Year Blood War. But I don't think we're going to see any 1,000-Year Blood War characters in this like trailer, but I'd have to imagine if they're going to show more than one character in this trailer, or if they're mainly just going to show, you know, some gameplay and things like that. If they do try to hide it, like if they do try to keep it where there's going to be the hype with these weekly trailers we're getting, they might decide to only display and actually show characters that we've already seen gameplay from. So maybe we'd probably only see like maybe Ichigo, or maybe like Urahara or Uryu, maybe something like that. But it'd be very nice if they actually did show us some gameplay of some characters that we haven't seen yet, like some of the other guard captains. But we'll see how things go with this. So as far as the information about Bleach that we learned about the gameplay, man, so when you actually come over here to the Steam page, man, and if you come over here to the news, you can see that the actual Bleach Rebirth of Souls page is actually over here dropping like how the gameplay mechanics work, man. And we actually looked at this and we actually understand some things. Now, some of the things are like pretty straightforward, but we're going to go over the stuff that might not be as straightforward. So of course we know here, control the action and range. So basically it says the basic attacks are attack, breaker, and guard. And the key to victory is to select the most advantageous action in response to your opponent's action. So normal attacks, guard breaks, and then also being able to guard. We can see right here, we can see Byakuya guarding against Ichigo's attack, and we're going to explain more about this because there's actually something pretty interesting. It also says that each character has their own unique skills with different range, so it's important to use steps, dashes, and also ho-ho to maintain the appropriate distance. So these are basically simple things that we already have been knowing about the game. So we get here, the use of variety attacks. So these are quick attacks. Their quick attacks are fast and easily accumulate spiritual power. This is going to allow you to build your spiritual power gauge, which is then going to allow you to use your spiritual pressure techniques. There's also flash attacks. These deal high damage to the opponent's reishi and easily cut off the opponent's guard gauge. So these are going to maybe leave you a little bit more vulnerable, but these are going to allow you to actually damage the guard better. And it says in additional to basic attacks, you can fight using signature moves. So the things like what we just saw with Gin, where he's extending his sword, or also even Chad, you know, using his I think El Directo, things like that. These all are unique to each character, and these are also going to be able to damage the guard as well. And it says here, by getting your spiritual power, accumulate through basic attacks and other actions, you can use the spiritual pressure moves, like the things that we've seen. This is Ichigo's, I believe this is his wielding technique, so we can see this right here. And it says the key to victory is to make the right decision, you know, yada yada yada, increase your spiritual power with quick attacks to increase the number of actions available. But where things get interesting is when we start getting up here to this, and it says destroy your opponent's Konpaku. We all know about this already. And it says there are two main ways of applying the Kikon move. So the Kikon move is basically the spiritual move. These are basically just the Japanese words And it's basically, they just didn't translate it. It's your spiritual pressure move, your spirit technique. That's what the key cone move is. So, which can directly destroy the opponent's konpaku. So there's two different ways. The first way is to cut off one gauge of reishi, deplete their health until it's in the red stage. Or when the opponent is in a reishi deficient state, less than 30% of their reishi, you can use Hakugekai. Hakugekai is basically a close range attack. It's basically a close range. I'm going to actually show you what this is. I'm going to show you what Hakugekai is, but which blows up the opponent and creates a large gap. After that, you can use the Kikon move to follow up. So we actually see this in the trailer versus Byakuya. When he's initially blowing him back in this scene right here, this is not where the damage is coming from. It comes from the Getsuga that he follows up with after. So we'll actually show you this. It's important to pay attention and make the right decision. So here's the thing. Like I said, you can just cut off one gauge, or you can get them into the 30% mark, and then you can use the Hakugai. So I'm actually going to show you this. So we're actually going to get to see right here. Once he depletes his health, they did this 2 cuts twice. Right here, boom. This is the Hakugekai, where he knocks him back, and then we see him follow up. This is the Kikon move, where he's hitting him with a Getsuga, and then you're going to see the Konpaku go down. That's basically, this is one of the ways that you can destroy the Konpaku. And you see here, boom, he loses 3. And there's one key thing that you need to know about this though. So it says here, in addition to the guard break, so there's guard breaks here, and actually you can actually see the guard strength. The guard strength is actually, we actually see it. It's this gauge right here. It's the gauge right underneath here, and we can actually see it whenever Byakuya is actually attacking Ichigo. We can actually see how far the gauge goes down, because I'm pretty sure Byakuya is just using basic strikes. You're going to see whenever Byakuya starts striking Ichigo, not on this shot, but it should be the one, this right here. You see the green, and you see the gauge going down. So basically what it's saying here, in addition, there's a guard break state which occurs when the opponent's guard is cut down to 0. In this state, the opponent cannot guard, creating a chance to attack the opponent with the Hakugeki or a Kikon, even if the opponent is not in a reishi deficient state. This is basically meaning if you guard break, you're going to be able to follow up with a Kikon move if you want to deal damage. But it says, however, when you activate the Kikon move while the opponent's reishi is still remaining, the number of Konpaku you destroy will be less. So basically, you need to time this, man. If you break the guard right here on Ichigo right now, and you decide to use your Kikon move, maybe you're only going to take off 1 Konpaku, or maybe even 2, since it says that there's 2 highlighted right now. That's maybe letting you know how many you're actually going to be able to get off right now. But if you get all of this reishi depleted and then get the guard break, you can actually get some good damage. So guard breaks are probably going to be crazy when it comes to blocking and stuff like that, because if you have them within the reishi, you know, the limit whenever it's depleted, and you guard break somebody, this might be crazy with the amount of damage you can do, man. So that is one of the key things that I saw with this. One of the next things they actually explain, first we'll go to here. So accumulate the fighting spirit and awaken. So we've already seen this, man. Whenever your fighting spirit is accumulated during the battle, you can activate the awakening, which is Shikai, Bankai, or Resurrection, which is what the Arankars use. And the action will change during the awakening and performance of each skill. And you can also destroy more Kikon. You can also destroy more Konpaku with your Kikon if you're awakened. So this is also meaning with the guard breaks, if you're in Ichigo's Bankai state and then you get the guard break, you could very much change the battle. It even says here with the reversal 1-hit kill. I know y'all are gonna get tired of me saying this, but if you can just deal damage after a guard break, you are really gonna have to time when you're blocking in this game. This is going to be crazy. And then it says right here, use reversal actions. So the reverse gauge, which accumulates over time, can be used to activate reverse actions. There are 3 different kinds of reverse actions, which each one having a different effect depending on the time of activation. We have the soul reverse, where you're going to be able to, like, it's going to light up white, and you're going to have increased spiritual power, so I'm guessing it's going to deal more damage, and your reishi is going to recover, so you're actually going to get some of your health back. We have the chain reversal, which is the yellow one, and it basically just allows you to extend your combos, and it's also going to increase your spiritual power. So I'm guessing this is the same one. It's going to this one's basically just going to be long combo extension and power boost, more damage. The burst reversal blue is going to allow you to cancel out your opponent's combo, and you're also going to be able to get your guard back quicker. So I think hopefully there's like a way that you can choose which reversal you actually want to use. Hopefully it's not like a sense of like it just depends on like if it's random or something like that. Hopefully there's a way that you can actually choose so you can use this strategically, because being able to increase your guard recovery is going to be very good. But I'll actually show you this. We actually do get to see a reversal in this trailer. Okay, so we're actually looking at the reversal right here, but you can see he's flashing red. They didn't actually show this when they were breaking it, and it looks like he's kind of armored, but they didn't explain this one. Why is he flashing red? We can even see down there it's orange, so I'm not sure if they're not really giving all the details when it comes to reversal, because they don't say anything here, unless this is the yellow. Unless they're saying that this is the yellow, which, I mean, that color is not yellow to me. It does not look like yellow. I mean, I guess you can see a little bit of yellow right there, but that very much looks red. Let me know in the comments how I actually feel about this part right here. And then basically, that's basically all the details when it comes to the gameplay. But one of the things that I was really excited about, like I said, is the fact that these guard breaks are going to allow you to follow up with a Keycone move. This is actually kind of crazy, man. And we'll run through all the things of the game just so y'all can understand. Again, see our cut up whenever this gameplay actually comes out this Sunday, man. But basically right here, this is your fighting spirits gauge. This is what's going to allow you to go to your awakenings and do like your bankais and things like that. Or if you're activating your shikai and stuff like that with certain characters. This is the Reishi gauge. Once this gets depleted to this range right here, if you get hit with a guard break or if they deplete your health, this is where you can lose multiple Konpaku. Whereas if you get your Konpaku damaged in this range, you're going to have less of your Konpaku actually going down. This is the Reishi gauge, basically your health bar. These are actually the Konpaku, basically your lives. And you can see right here, depending on once all the lives are depleted and you have 0, that's when you're defeated. These right here are basically going to be the techniques. So these are Ichigo's spiritual pressure techniques, and we can also see some of his special actions and his signature action. This is the reversal gauge, which just allows you to choose if you're going to be able to use one of the power-ups that we talked about before, whether that's getting your Reishi back quicker or getting improved guard recovery. These are things like that, and maybe depending on how many meters are actually filled up, that's maybe going to determine which effect it actually has. But let me know how I actually felt about me breaking these things down and actually going through everything again, since I know like there's a lot of things coming with this game, but I definitely feel like it's a lot easier to understand now, especially with the Steam page actually updating information. I'm definitely going to be continuing to check the Steam page and stuff like that, so I can keep y'all up to date with the new information and stuff like that. But let me know how y'all are feeling about the game and who's excited for the gameplay that we should be getting this week. Hopefully it's uncut and we can just see a full match, man. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. We out.